Hello everyone, I am a teacher from Agriculture Engineering College. Today my topic is about electrostatic spray technology. This is the context of my report. First, I will introduce something about crop protection, and then about the variable rate sprayer, automatic target sprayer, profiling sprayer, and at last I will talk mainly about the electrostatic sprayer. Plant protection refers to the use of a variety of technology to control disease and pest. It includes chemical, physical, and biological technology, low toxicity and low residue pesticide application technology, so as to control the disease and insect pests, reduce soil pollution, ensure the safety of agricultural products and the environment, and achieve the purpose of sustainable agricultural development. The use of plant protection technology can effectively improve the soil environment, reduce the pesticide residue, provide abundant energy for microorganisms, reduce the loss of fertilizer, and increase the nutrient contact in soil. Plant protection technology can realize the scientific, rational, and safe use of pesticide. It controls pesticide and pestitoxin residue in the production process, which is an effective way to vigorously promote the quality and safety of agricultural products, and also to the ecological environment safety. It is a necessary way to change the traditional pest control method and develop specialized method. It has promoted the transformation of agricultural production and management from traditional mode to modern mode. It improved the level of large-scale working, which is intensive, specialized, and standardized. Here is a video about auto sprayer from a company named Hardy. It is a Denmark company. It's very famous for its tractor and for its sprayer. Let's watch this video.
Would you like to see how easy it is to use the Hardy auto steer, auto section control in the Hardy self-propelled sprayer? Let's have a look. Okay, I've entered the field and I want to do the boundary first. I want to start it. I need to activate the auto section control, and I need to activate the auto height. The green area is indicating the sprayed area, and the black line to the right hand side is indicating the right hand tip of the boom. While I'm out here doing the boundary, I may as well drop an AB line for my auto steer later on. I want a new pattern. I'll choose this AB line, I'll accept that, and I will drop the first set point. And then as I get towards the end of this run, I'll drop set point B, and that will generate the lines that the auto steer will use to guide and drive or steer the machine. You can see here I'm spraying, indicated by the green color. If I turn a section off, you see the color changing. I better turn those back on. I can now set my B point, and as soon as I've done that, you can see the AB line has been generated. As I get to the end of the boundary run, I can see the next line coming up. I'll stop the boundary, and now I can start turning into the next spray line, which is coming up here. It's indicated by this black line. And I can see the auto section turning off. And now I'll go to auto steer by pressing this button down here. I can look at the map in different perspectives. You can see I'm on the second run now. The indication on the right hand side is the AB line that I dropped whilst I was doing the boundary. Again, as I come to the end of this run, you'll see the auto section turn off, and once I do the steering myself, you'll see the icon for the auto steer change colour. And now as I enter the second run, I can hit the auto steer, and again the machine takes over. I've now taken the steering over. And we're coming into the next row or run, and I can activate the auto steering again. And you can also see that some of it is green and some of it is not, and this is of course where I have already sprayed the perimeter or the boundary of the field before. Alright, and now I'm finished, ready to fold and go to the next field.
China imported single-cylinder sprayer and hand duster in 1950s. At present, the commonly used spraying machinery is manual or mobile spray duster. But the utilization rate of pesticide is very low. It's only about 20 to 30%. The remaining 70 to 80% are lost to the ground or floating in the air in the river, which not only cause ecological environmental pollution, but also increase the cost of agriculture. It can be seen that currently there are still large problems in the application of plant protection in China. So for the workers, for the researchers in agriculture area should work hard to develop some new agricultural machinery for Chinese agriculture. With the rapid development of agriculture mechanization in China, plant protection mechanization has also made great progress. The quantity of mobile plant protection machinery has increased significantly. There are some new types of plant protection. For example, UAV. It is a short term for unmanned aerial vehicle. Variable rate sprayer, unmanned spray robot, and something else. Variable spray technology can realize automatic spraying, and it is accurate. It enhances the utilization efficiency of pesticide, reduce pesticide residue, and reduce environmental damage. In recent years, in order to meet the needs of agriculture, China has actively carried out corresponding research and has made certain progress. Next, I will introduce some advanced plant protection machinery in China. The first one is variable rate sprayer, the second, automatic tacking sprayer, third, profiling sprayer, and last but not least, electrostatic sprayer. Variable rate sprayer. There are three parts of this kind of sprayer. The first one is control system for variable rate. The second one, information acquisition system. The third one, variable rate application system. At present, there are four ways to realize variable spray. The first one is variable spraying through pressure adjustment. The second, change the spraying speed and adjust the pressure. The third, variable spraying through variable nozzle. And the last one, change solution concentration. Variable spraying through pressure adjustment. We change the pressure to control the flow volume, It is one of the earliest adjusting technology used in variable spraying. However, because of its limitation, its flow range is narrower than other technology. But it has high potential from the perspective of economy. The second one changes spring speed and adjusts the pressure. The spring technology adjusts the spring pressure according to the speed of the machinery to achieve the variable spraying. Although the accuracy is not very high, it is very easy to realize in practice. And when we consider about the cost, it is a variable spring technology which has great market prospects. The third one is variable spring through variable nozzle. This method changes the internal structure of the nozzle to change the flow rate. Compared with the traditional sprinkler, the biggest difference is that the internal structure of the nozzle can be changed during working as is required. In this image, we can see the structure of the variable nozzle. Here is a video about variable spraying. Let's watch it. Next, variable spraying through changing solution concentration. In this way, we achieve a variable spray by mixing the medicine in real time to change the solution concentration. It can be divided into two kinds. The first one is direct inject system and the second one is jet mixing device. So what is direct injection system? We mix the internal flow with the medicine to complete the online mixing of water and liquid. The jet mixing device, it uses the high pressure pump to provide energy. The fluid is injected from the nozzle, and the energy of momentum is used to mixing the surrounding fluid. In the field of agriculture spraying, water is generally used as the working fluid, and high concentration liquid medicine is used as the surrounding fluid. There are also PWM variable spraying. Pulse width modulation control technology is applied in the field of variable rating spray also. The principle of flow regulation is to adjust the flow rate by controlling the opening and closing valve in a cycle. PWM variable spray technology has better flow regulation characteristics and dynamic response. Next, I will talk something about automatic target sprayer. In order to solve the problem of pesticide residue and environmental pollution caused by the gap between target, a series of research on automatic target spraying has been carried out. We use the infrared sensing, use ultrasonic sensor, radar detector, and some other sensors to detect the target. This method can reduce the loss of fog drops and pesticide waste and improve the utilization rate and the control effect of pesticide. Here is a video about automatic spraying in greenhouse. Greenhouse is a place used spraying very often because the greenhouse is a relatively closed environment with glass or plastic protector. So the disease and the pests are easy to spread in this closed environment. In addition, the spraying can be used to low temperature in very hot summer. Now let's watch the video in the greenhouse. Profiling sprayer. It is mainly used in orchard. The profile variable sprayer acquires the characteristic of the crown in real time. And according to the canopy character, it adjusts the air volume and the flow rate of the sprinkler in real time, so as to realize the automatic profile variable spray. Profiling sprayer innovate in the canopy characteristic and adjust the spraying according to the plant individual. This will reduce the waste of pesticide compared with the traditional method. Here is a video for profiling spraying. Let's watch it. Another video for profiling spraying. And now we come to the electrostatic spray technology. Pesticide application is the main method to control pest and disease. The mechanical power generated by the sprayer makes the pesticide in the form of droplet, and the kinetic droplet move under the action of gravity and air resistance, and finally deposit on the target. In this way, the droplet drift in the air and the deposition rate on the leaves is not very high. This not only reduces the utilization rate of pesticide, but also seriously pollute the environment. So we should find some new way to change the droplet moving. If it could move in regular direction and deposit on the leaves, this problem will be solved. Electrostatic spray technology is to connect high voltage static electricity to liquid. There forms an electrostatic field between the nozzle and the crop target. The droplet in the static field is charged. Droplet could move in regular direction, thus increasing the amount of liquid deposition on the leaves. It forms the electrostatic surround effect as is shown in this figure. It can reduce the drift of pesticide and also increase the deposition of droplets on both the front and the back of the leaves. So how to charge the droplet? We have several ways. The first one is induction charging method. In this method, a power supply is added between the spray bar and the nozzle. It forms an electric field between the nozzle and the induction electrode to charge the droplet, so the droplet could move in regular direction, and it can reduce the drift of pesticide and increase the deposition. The second way to charge the droplet is named contact charging method. The spray and the nozzle are grounded, and the droplets are connected to the high voltage positive supply. The high voltage electrostatic generator discharges the electrode, forming a local strong electric field to make the droplet charged. This kind of method is generally used in small handheld sprayers. We have another way named corona to charge the droplets. The high voltage electrostatic generator is connected with liquid. Without induction pole and electrode, the liquid and the earth form an electric field and directly charge the droplets. This charging method is suitable for large-scale pesticide sprayer. When we are choosing the charging method, we must take into consideration about the side it is applied and ensure the safety, since the voltage is always very high. Here is an electrostatic spraying machinery from the company named ESS. This is a very famous company, and the electrostatic sprayer produced by this company has very good performance in saving water and medicine. Some specific about this machinery, some more technical specification, and the detailed structure of it. There are some relevant parameters, including droplet size, droplet diameter, uniformity, droplet variation coefficient, droplet variation coefficient to evaluate the droplet deposition and distribution. Here is some formula about the index. This is the median diameter of droplet number. This formula is coefficient of variation. Some electrostatic submarine machinery developed by Jiangsu University. Here is an image from the experiment. It is a little complicated. I will try to explain it in a simple way. The first line is the conventional method. That means no voltage is connected to this system. The second row is electrostatic method. That means an electricity is connected to this system. And the first column is the front of the leaves, and the second column is the back of the leaves. From this image, we know that although the front side droplets are dense, but the droplet size is very large and is not in uniform. There is almost no droplet depositing on the back of the leaves. When it is charged, the droplets on the front side are small, it's dense and uniform, and there are more droplets deposited on the back of the leaves. Here is another image from the experiment. There are 0 kilovoltage, 10 kilovoltage, 20 kilovoltage until 40 kilovoltage connected to the system. And the green circle in this image represented the size of the droplet. Analyzing from this image, we can learn that with the increase of the voltage, the droplets are becoming finer and finer and is distributed evenly and in uniform. Here is some more data about the experiment. From this table, we can learn that electrostatic spray can improve the droplet distribution and the deposition effect in the canopy. The variation coefficient of droplet decreased from 0.6 to 0.3 as the voltage increased. Here is some more electrostatic spring machinery developed by Jiangsu University. The structure of it and the manufacturing process. Here is an experimental result from the machinery. It is also a little complicated. I will try to explain it in a simple way. In the control group, there is no voltage connected to it, and the speed of the droplet is 5.97. And in the experimental group, the speed is 6.45 and the voltage is 40 kilovoltage. And analyzing from this result, we can learn that with increase of speed, the penetration of droplet is enhanced. And also, electrostatic spray formed an electrostatic field. It makes the droplet move in regular direction, as is shown in the right-down picture. This is an image of the backside of the leaf. We can see that the adhesion rate of the target back is improved by the electrostatic spring. To solve the problem of low pesticide utilization and operation efficiency in facilities and in orchard, an induction charging pneumatic assisted sprayer is designed in other universities. It is the first pneumatic assisted electrostatic sprayer in China. The effective utilization rate of pesticide was more than 50%. Here is an experimental result from it. The deposition of charged droplets on the back of the sheets is more than that of non-charged droplets, and the distribution of charged droplets is dense and uniform. as is shown in the two pictures. Here is some data from the experiment. About the charging time is 60 seconds, and the voltage is between 0 to 45 kilovoltage. Here is an electrostatic spring for orchard. It uses induction charging method, pneumatic assistance, and low voltage. The low voltage is safe and reliable. Here is a video about the electrostatic spray for greenhouse. Let's watch it. Another video about electrostatic for UAV. Let's watch it. And at last, let's conclude the advantage about the electrostatic spring technology. First, the droplets are finer and it's distributed in uniform. Second, the adhesion rate of the target, back and front is improved. The third, penetration enhancement. And the fourth, the droplets have good deposition characteristic and the coverage and uniform distribution. Here is all about the electrostatic spraying technology. And if you are interested in it, you can search it from internet, or you can also contact with us. That's all. Thank you.